Hi there, my name's Will. I work for Cubex Equipment. We are the TSM product distributor exclusively across Canada. Very proud to represent this product. It's new to Canada, so I'd like to tell you a little bit about what we have. This unit here is the TSM Ariamatic 240 Super. Essentially what it is a giant litter vacuum. The purpose of this unit is to make your litter, animal waste, garbage, pick up in public spaces such as parks or sidewalks, anything like that, much more efficient than more conventional methods. The way this unit works, it's powered 100% electrically. So there's a set of batteries on board that powers the propulsion on the unit, the vacuum, and everything else. So what's nice about that is it's clean, no emissions on this unit, very low operating costs and low maintenance, and it's very quiet. So when you're operating around people or at nighttime or anything like that, you're not going to disturb anyone. Again, very clean product. The way that this unit works, there's a fan on board that sucks your debris through this handheld hose. The unit will follow you as you're going around and sucking up litter. The litter is sucked through this hose and into a 240 liter garbage bin at the back. It's a very conventional size. Most municipalities will have something like that, as part of their operations already. You'll just have a garbage bin, or a garbage bag, inside there. So it makes it nice and easy and clean for any operator to unload the bin, put a new bag in, and continue their operation. What's nice about this unit as well is it has a 30 liter bin for liquid. You could use just water in there if you wanted to, but what we find is most people want to use some sort of sanitizer or disinfectant with a nice scent. What they'll do is actually use that to not only disinfect what goes into your hopper, there's a nozzle right inside, but also there's another nozzle right at the base of the hose itself. So if you're picking up animal waste, for instance, you can suck up the animal waste and spray a little bit of detergent or disinfectant, leave a nice scent on the ground in the park where the animal waste used to be. The other thing too is if you're using the sanitizer inside the bag, you know that whatever you're putting in there has been sanitized, so it's a little bit safer for handling just in case. If you're picking up potentially lit cigarette butts as an example, the liquid feature spraying inside your bin is actually going to add to safety. Make sure that when you do suck that piece up, it's been extinguished and you don't have the chance of any sort of fire or anything happening inside here. On the side, you can also get this with some optional cleaning equipment here. We do have a litter picking attachment. So if there's something that is just too large to fit into the hose, you can actually pick it with this. And as we go around the other side of the unit, I will show you where the debris container is for that you can just easily deposit things in there. We also do have a broom on here as well. Coming around to the back of the unit here, again, we've got our 240 liter garbage bin on the back. Here we actually have the end where you actually pull the debris out and everything. So quite easy access to get at the garbage pail. You just pull these two straps, lift up the lid here, and you have easy access to your garbage bin. Simple process to take out. The machine actually does quite a bit of the work in gravity. You just tip it up on this and it slides right down onto the ground, onto the wheels at the back. So it's nice and easy to offload. What's nice when you have this bin out of here is it's extremely easy to get at essentially the one maintenance item that there is on this unit, which is the filter. When the air comes through the vacuum hose, drops the debris inside your bin here, the air is then sucked through this filter to make sure that none of the dust gets into the impeller or the fan. So it's really important that this is kept clean. So at the end of your shift, what you'll want to do is make sure that this has been cleaned, just so that there's no dust, it doesn't get plugged, which can then lead to poor fan results over time or into your next shift. Again, this is an extremely easy process to do. I'll show you real quick here. You just undo this. And then the filter slides right out. And you can either take the air gun that's on the unit itself or a shop air that you have and just blow it out from the inside. That'll get the dust to come out. Just make sure you're not using extremely high pressure air, because it might tear the filter. What's important to note is, again, how easy that filter is to remove, and as I'll show you right now, how easy it is to put back in place. Oh. So it's nice and easy to clean the filter out, easy to remove it, and just as easy to put it back in place. Again, this is something that you need to do at the end of each shift. The filter just slides right back into place here. And you just tighten this, and it's right back where it needs to be, and you're ready for operation again. While we have the garbage bin out of the back here, I'll show you a few other things. Like I pointed out, we do have an auxiliary air hose, so you can clean out this filter in the field if you need to. But like I said, you can do it, or should just do it at the end of your shift as part of your maintenance procedure. I'd mentioned earlier about being able to spray sanitizer or detergent into the bin itself. That is accomplished right here. There's a nozzle. This nozzle is controlled from the operator station up at the front. So the operator with the hand that's on the hose is able to spray the sanitizer either at the front nozzle or through here by pressing a button right at their fingertips. Control, you can actually variably control how much liquid is coming out of this nozzle, or shut it completely off if you want to, using the valve here. It's infinitely variable, so as you close it further, it will actually shut off or allow less and less liquid to come out of that nozzle. The other valve here will actually do the same thing for the nozzle up at the front where your hose is. There's a full bin sensor as well that will give you an alert at the operating station at the front of the machine when the bin is full of material. So that's always nice. It allows the operator to just focus on the litter picking that they're doing as their primary objective for the day. Finally, at the back, there is a nice little lockable bin here that an operator can keep, some items in there, their wallet, whatever they want, lunch if they need to. So that's another nice feature that comes with this unit. Nice and easy as well to actually put the garbage bin back in. You just do it in the exact reverse process as when you had the actual garbage in there and you're unloading it. Keep in mind it'll be empty at this point, so it's nice and light, so lifting it up onto the unit is quite easy. It's that simple. Pull this down and latch the two sides, and you're ready to rock and roll. The last thing I want to talk about at the back of this unit is probably the most operator-friendly feature on this piece of equipment, and it's the automatic air purge system that's on the unit. So, as we mentioned, the filter and making sure that it's clean is extremely important to the suction capability of the machine. Having a clean filter allows good airflow, and it allows this machine to perform to its potential, its peak. So, unlike any other solutions on the market, Our unit actually has a self-purging system for the filter. You noticed earlier in the video that I pointed out the hand hose for air. Well, that's because this unit has a compressor on it. So we do have the capability to use air. The main purpose of that compressor though is to purge this filter every 20 minutes. That's a feature that can be turned on and off from the operator station at the front. But basically all it does is the system fills the air container with the compressor, and every 20 minutes it lets out a blast of air on the inside of this filter that sends the material out and automatically deposits it in the bin at the back. What this means is that the operator is guaranteed to have a fairly clean filter over the course of their shift, and they don't have to come in here and clean this filter multiple times in the day. That's something that can't be said for our competition. This is a feature that the operators of this machine absolutely love. And for any foremen or team leads, this is going to improve productivity and your operators are going to be way happier. So this is the main control panel for the TSM Ariamatic 240 Super. As you can see, there's not a ton of buttons on here or anything. The operation is quite simple. The learning curve to get to use this machine is probably under a half an hour, and you'll be quite good at it within a half an hour. That's the beauty of this thing. So when you turn the unit on, the screen here will fire up and it's going to tell you your battery charge, essentially 0 to 100%. So it'll tell you how much battery power you have left, as well as your hour meter on here. We have a proportional speed control from snail to rabbit mode, and basically all that does is it gives you infinitely variable or adjustable maximum speed. So when you're using the unit, depending on how fast you walk or how fast you're operating, you can dial down the speed that the unit's traveling at or dial it up so that it suits you and what you're comfortable with. Of course, for safety, we have an emergency stop. This will shut the unit down in case of any sort of emergency. This here, we were just talking about the filter purge. This is actually the button that will turn that system on and off. This turns your fan on and off for the actual suction. We do have work lights at the front of the unit, so if you want to operate at night, you're fully capable of doing that. These buttons here are actually for the follow me system. We'll show you that a little bit later, but essentially what they do, this button will take the unit from being manually controlled to the follow me or the auto system, and that's where the set of sensors on the unit will actually lock onto you and follow a safe distance behind you so you can focus on vacuuming and not also dragging the unit behind you. This is what will turn that on and off for you as well. You are able to set the unit so that when it is using the follow me, you can have it so that it follows right behind you or a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, depending on your preference. So there's two main ways that this machine can be operated. The first way, and the way that you can do on any model of TSM, is by manually controlling it. This handle here allows you to proportionally control the forward and reverse movement of the unit. By pushing back, the unit will move back, and you can hear the audible alarm, so it warns anyone behind the unit. And then of course, if you pull it forward, the unit will start to move forward and follow you as you're moving it or as you're vacuuming. This comes standard with every unit. The other option that we have at the front of the unit to operate this is the follow me system. Again, a fairly simple system to use, and what it'll allow you to do, basically the unit will follow you. The sensors at the front of the unit here will lock onto you, and as you're holding the vacuum hose, the unit is actually going to stay right behind you so you can focus on what you're vacuuming and basically finding litter or debris or whatever it is. I'll show you how that works. So you can see that this is rotating. Basically, that's the sensors going through a process to lock onto you. Once it centers, I know it's locked on, and I hit the go feature, and I can just move forward, sucking up material as I go, and the unit will follow behind me. To turn that off, it's easy enough. You just hit the manual control and it will stop following you. So a couple quick few things before we end here. I mentioned earlier that this unit is 100% electric. What's the most amazing thing about this is that you can get approximately 9 hours of operating time on a single charge with this unit. And you're able to charge at 110 volt or 220 in about 8 or 9 hours as well. So you can use this for a full shift, charge overnight, and it's ready to go the next day. Because you can charge at 110 with this as well, you can basically plug into any wall outlet that you have around you, so it's extremely convenient in that way. So, if you are interested in finding out a little bit more about the TSM Ariamatic 240 Super unit, please contact your local Cubex equipment dealership. We have 5 locations across Canada, from Vancouver, BC to Montreal, Quebec. So there'll be a dealership close to you. We look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.